We love a riff 3 days a week. This time on a Friday. Sean, spin of the morning. Presented by Off Base Media, Friday, August 22nd. Good little day for baseball around the league, Sean. We have our Wet Hot America weekend. We'll kind of get more into that later in the program. But good little jam-packed show for everybody today. How are you feeling on a Friday?
Good. Just our first Friday in a while.
Yeah.
First Friday in a while. So we get back to our Wet Hot America weekend down the stretch in the dog days of August. Only the dog days for some, not us.
Yeah. We're always in just mid-season form.
I know the Mets are only a half game up in the standings. We're going to talk about this later, but I wish the Reds didn't suck so much. For the love of God, they could have this easy. That's my biggest bone to pick right now.
They certainly have had opportunities, but they're kind of like the seventh best team in the National League for a reason, right?
I know.
Fuckers. Anyway, let's get right into our vibe check and start cruising right along because we got some notable things to talk about. Let's start with Hollywood Hamels. I've been calling him that because he looks like he's straight out of freaking Dawson's Creek, dude. Cole Hamels is a movie star. But he's also a bartender, apparently, because he'll be guest bartending at Miller Lite Landing in left field from 5 to 5:30 tonight at the bank. Basically, when I hear this, Sean, I'm thinking, like, if you're going to the bank, keep your girl at a Miller Lite Landing in left field from 5 to 5:30. Hollywood Hamels will be in town.
Don't even go to the game. Don't even go to the game. Don't go to the game. Stay home. Don't go anywhere near it. What a legend. I love that they're doing this a lot more. They seem to incorporate the veterans a lot more, and I think not only the Phillies but other teams should do this more around the league. Like, I don't know if fan bases like the Yankees obviously do it. Yankees bring guys around quite a bit, I would say, but I love to see this around the league. Them bringing more veterans back and people who meant a lot to the organization.
Yeah, and I'm happy it's only for like a half hour, 5 to 5:30. Hamels at Miller Lite Landing. Oh, I'm happy it's only a half hour because, let's be honest, like, he's gonna slow the fucking bar down. He's not a guy. There's no way in hell he's a great pitcher. Don't get me wrong, great pitcher. It has to be a bad bartender. Like, you know what I mean?
But he was even slow and methodical on the mound. So you got to what about making drinks?
He's a stoic guy. But yes, former pitcher will be.
But dude, he's been in the booth constantly this year, which I love.
Oh, that's good.
He's been.
Chase Utley, the Silver Fox, has been around too. He'll be in the booth every so often, but I like when they bring guys back. But this case, Cole Hamels, former pitcher, bartending. Who does he think he is? Sam Malone? That's a good joke. No one's going to get that. That's an old joke. That's an old school joke right there. No one's going to get great joke.
What movie?
Show. Cheers.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That is an old joke.
No one's going to get that joke. No one's going to get that joke. But former pitcher bartending at the bank where everybody knows your name. Anyway, something that's a little less out of the norm. It was Cubs and Brewers. 5-game series. You never see that shit. That is certainly a once-in-a-lifetime thing, I feel like. That's like you see Halley's Comet more than you see a 5-game set. And 3 out of 5 the Cubs took. I think they're still 7 games out, though. No?
They are still 7 games out, yeah.
But it could have been worse, on all honesty. It could have been worse. I'm not.
Yeah, they're still 5.5 games up.
I'm not mad at the Cubs here. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still 5.5 games up in the wild card. This isn't like a dig at the Cubs as much as it is like the Brewers were just that good for that long. Like, it's going to be extremely hard to get that back. They are just that good right now, and for you to even go in and take, like, they just won the playoff series. Like they won 3 out of 5. They won the playoff series. You know, so that's something you can kind of take home with you, and hopefully you can ride that the rest of the season and stay hot.
Yeah, someone had to win it, and if you're the Cubs, you're saying, why not us? And you kind of have to. I shouldn't say have. Well, you kind of do have to. You do have to because, I mean, there was a chance that they were double-digit games out of 500 if they don't do something big there. And 3 out of 5 against a division rival and the best team in baseball. Not too shabby for the Cubbies, and I guess we'll see. I forget who they're I think the Cubs go to Anaheim, Brewers hosts. Or go so I don't fucking remember everything. We'll get to all that.
But, did you also see Kyle Tucker got sat?
Yeah, but I think he wanted to. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was injured, and it's a contract year. Have you ever seen John Boy does the how much do you care about these topics?
I don't think so. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, so like Kyle Tucker getting sat in a contract year was one of them.
It's like 1 to 10 they rank it, right?
Yeah, and I was like, that's a 10. Like if Kyle Tucker's actually hurt, and like you said, this is huge for the Cubs. If he doesn't get healthy, kind of thing, it's almost like the Bryce. I would compare it to the Phillies, like with Bryce. Like when Bryce is out of that lineup, team looks completely different. Your stars start to get pitched around a little bit more because you don't have that much protection in there. It changes the make of that lineup.
Yeah, it really does. He played yesterday, went 0 for 4, but he had 2 or 3 games where he did not play. Looks like 3 games. That might have been the doubleheader game, and then the next day he was back in the lineup yesterday on an 0 for 4 when they lost. I think the 3 games he didn't play, they won.
Yeah, probably.
That's kind of funny. But either way, he's been looking horrible. And if it is a little bit of a banged up thing, yeah, I guess he needs his rest because you figure you still got to punch your ticket to October. We keep talking about that shit, but you figure they do, and then you kind of need him for those series. So you have to make sure he's sharp and looking good.
Yeah, so you want him ready for the playoffs almost. Like that's all you're thinking about most of the time. You just want to consider, and you basically. I don't like being cocky, but you like guaranteed your ticket to the postseason already, basically, unless you guys completely shit the bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to kind of rest them for a little bit and be ready.
Absolutely. Let's stick in that division for a second with Bubba Chandler pitching today. I think he's pitching today. It gets weird. He's getting called up today. That we know for sure. Someone's pitching. It's Ashcraft. There's 2 Ashcrafts in the league, and they're both weird pitchers in the Central. Which one's this? Braxton Ashcraft?
I have no idea.
Because there's also.
I think you said yeah.
This is Braxton, not Graham. I don't know if they're related, but Braxton Asher starting for the Pirates, and then Bubba Chandler. We kind of looked at this before. Whoever the fucking manager is, Don Kelly. He's the interim guy. Well, I think he made a comment that Bubba Chandler be available from like a bulk reliever role after the starter. So I would assume he's pitching today. Maybe he gets a few innings in. That's going to be cool. He's a top prospect, and everyone's been talking about him coming up forever. But he's not starting. He's getting called up. I guess you can only, one step at a time. I guess, right? One step at a time.
So he is the number 1 pitching prospect in all of baseball, and this is probably the only team that would call the number 1 pitching prospect in baseball up and not start him for his first official game. They're going to bring him out of the pen.
Yeah, some kind of a bulk reliever role. Maybe he gets
something that he's probably never done in the. It's not like your season means anything right now.
Yeah.
Let the kid start a fucking game.
Yeah, I think maybe it's like your season doesn't mean anything, so let the kid develop. Like I don't know. I don't know what he's at. Like
But you want him to be a starter. You don't want him coming out of the bullpen. I don't.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I still think you develop him and just get his feet wet in the major leagues. I think he's home against Colorado. We said so. That's like the shittiest game of all time. But like. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. It'd be a reason worth tuning in is maybe a Bubba Chandler check. We'll regather.
Yeah, but
on Monday. But
like, I get the whole you want to develop him, but what's the difference between starting him and having him come out of the fucking bullpen?
Yeah, who knows? I don't know why there has to be a reason. I don't know why
they're such a shit organization. It just makes me like cringe.
Yeah, I mean, he won't be considered a rookie this year. He won't have enough in, and then next year, I guess he'll be set to make a rookie season. You would assume. So then he'll be a rookie next year. I don't even know how old he is. I know nothing about this guy, but maybe he gets. I mean, hey, listen. If he's gonna go 3, the bright side is this. Say he goes 3 innings today, he would have been scheduled to go 3 innings just to get his feet wet, no matter what. 3 innings starting. Okay, that's cool. He starts, but at least 3 minutes in a bulk reliever role. Maybe he gets in line for a win. So who knows? Who knows? That's the bright spot. Sticking with the pitchers, Shane Bieber pitched today. This is his first start since like early last year, like maybe April last year.
Has he been out for that long?
He's missed all of last year, except for like a few starts, and then all of this year up until today. And it's his first start, of course, as a Blue Jay at Miami. Miami trying to play spoiler.
I know, and it's good because the Blue Jays, I mean, we were just talking about this team. They just lost 2 out of 3. Oh, no, sorry. Who Blue Jays just lose 2 out of 3 to?
Pirates.
Yeah, so we were just talking about this team. To the Pirates. You got a little spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. But they obviously they have 2 good teams behind them, the Blue Jays. They're definitely looking over their shoulder constantly. Yanks and Boston playing each other right now. So the Blue Jays are hoping they can go in and sweep the Marlins right now and get a little more ground while the Yankees and Red Sox kill each other over in New York.
Yeah, seriously. Well, it might be more of a Red Sox killing them. Yankees can't beat Boston. We'll get to that. Yeah, Marlins, they got scrappy for a little bit, but they're back like 7 games under. We'll see if they can play a little spoiler alert. 3-7 their last 10, but maybe this means a cold Marlins team right now. Bieber can get his feet wet. Didn't we say he threw like 90 pitches in AAA in his last rehab assignment? So
Yeah, and he looked good.
he looked good, right? So maybe he's set to go. I was gonna pick him up in fantasy, but I
you
don't
never
know.
know,
I
like
don't
how
know.
long they're gonna throw him.
That's what I mean. So I figured he was 90 pitches in his rehab start. Does that mean he's going to be good to like go fairly deep? Or I mean, 90 pitches can honestly get you 4 innings. You haven't pitched in over a year, so who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But it's just good to see Bieber back on the bump and a team that's in first place as it is. You get this horse. I mean, he's used to being an ace. He doesn't have to be an ace on this team. He could just settle right into a role and just try to give you good innings. So cool.
Yeah, so you got Bieber, Lauer, Barrios, Gosman, and who am I forgetting?
Bassett and Scherzer.
And Scherzer.
You want to throw Manoah? You want to throw Manoah in the mix?
So you got 6 pitchers. You got some guys who, I mean, actually, I can't even say bad things about their starting pitching because they've stepped up when they needed it. The Blue Jays have.
Oh yeah, they're solid in that department.
So they've been great for him. But Lauer and Bieber right now, if Bieber can come back and look anything like he did previously, that's a 2-headed monster, man.
Yeah, 100%. You know what we haven't talked about that's been going on? Little League World Series. And I don't know shit about what's going on with the Little League World Series right now. But when you think of the Little League World Series, everyone always brings up Mo'ne Davis. So that's the only last time I remember hearing shit. I feel like Little League World Series really went downhill. It's like they had the biggest talking point when there was that little girl throwing, piss missiles by everybody.
She's from Philly, too.
Oh, yeah, she was. And her name is Monet. And after that, I don't know. Did it lose talking points? It was just like, did it peak at Monet? I don't know. I feel like cool things happened. I just don't know. But either way, we fast forward. That was in 2014, I want to say, with Mo'ne Davis. And she struck out a guy by the name of Robert Hassel III. The reason that name is notable because he currently plays for the Washington Nationals. So it's like, you feel old yet? Fucking guys from the Little League World Series are in the major leagues, and that was like 2014. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. We're like 11 years down the road, but it felt like not that long ago. Either way, I think this was like a week ago, so it's kind of old news, but she threw out the first pitch in D.C. Robert Hassel III catches her first pitch. She struck him out years ago when they were both participating in the Little League World Series. I don't know what Monet does now at all.
I think so. I think because she was on a broadcast with the Phillies interviewed her a while back. I'm pretty sure. I know she was going to college for softball. I mean, let me just look her up real quick.
I think she did.
She played at Hampton. Oh, I wonder if that's a kind of a person the softball league goes for.
Oh yeah,
gets a little more publicity and stuff like that. Like she's a big name. She's still a big name, obviously. I mean, we're sitting here talking about it.
Yeah, but is Hampton even D1? Like, is she even good? Is she good at it? Like, is she good?
I don't know. She was a multi-sport athlete there. Yeah, dude. Her freshman year. I don't know if it's D1. I don't know what Hampton is. If I'm being completely honest.
Well, I don't really want to Google it, but it doesn't mean that she's good. Like she could just be. Like, is she good?
I mean, she hit her freshman year 333.
Maybe she's good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's do a little Hampton check. Hampton, what, softball?
Yeah.
It's just called Hampton?
She played middle infield, yeah.
The Pirates. Go Pirates. It's it's D1.
So maybe.
Wait. Cheers D1. They have a D1 cheer team. Does that mean?
Well, they play like UNCW and stuff. Like I think they're. Oh, let me see who they play. Yeah, they're D1. They're like D1 AA, I'd say. Like not D.
Okay.
Like D1 AA.
They are. Yep. Okay, so she's good, but she's got to be like 24 now, so she's probably been out for a little bit. I don't fucking know.
Still, I mean, I think for the softball league, if you bring a big name in like that, she can hold her own a little bit. That'd be kind of cool.
She's no Lexi Kilfoyle, but she's good. She's no who's the other? Bubba Nichols from fucking Bandits in the AUSL. But those are my girls in the Bandits. I actually don't know who won the league. Did we cover that?
Yeah, we did a while ago.
Not the Bandits didn't win.
No, the Bandits didn't win.
It was like someone else.
Yeah, the Bandits rocked the regular season, but they lost in the championship, I'm pretty sure.
Well, there's only 4 teams, so if the ALUSL expands and they need more teams and that's more players, maybe Monet gets a call. So
I haven't seen much about that. I wonder if they're actually going to expand or like let these teams settle somewhere. Before you let them settle, you got to get more teams. You know what I mean?
You think so? Yeah, I guess, because or else you're just doing a whole fucking.
Yeah.
The schedule's not as long, so it's really like a month and a half or 2 months of just fucking.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
hey,
a
they're
lot.
building. They're building
Something cool. Anyway, that's a little bit of that. Other than that, that's like really the Little League World Series talk, and the only talk I know about the Little League World Series comes from 2014, and then Robert Hassel III, who was currently a major leaguer, who was from that year. Other than that, what's going on in the Little League World Series? No clue. Google it. We're not covering that shit. We got a cheeky bastard alert, though, and his name is Yandy Diaz. Cheeky bastard. Now, he's a cheeky bastard because I was watching Yankees were in not Tampa Bay, but wherever the fuck they play, Steinbrenner Field. Here's why I consider Yandy Diaz a cheeky bastard, Sean. He's a good player, pretty established guy, a little bit of a vet. He's on like his age 34 season or 33, whatever he is. But he's like very quietly putting together like maybe the best year of his career, and no one's really talking about it. He's won a batting title, and he's been an all-star in the past. He's hit 330 in the past. Last year at 281, 296 a few years ago with like fucking 22 homers, 78 ribbies that year. He's done some things at the major league level. He's gotten MVP votes before. He's very quietly, I don't know if he gets MVP votes this year, very quietly putting together the best season of his career, I think. He's hitting 279, so maybe that's not the 330 he did when he won the batting title. But right now he's sitting at 20 homers and 71 ribbies. His career high in homers is 22. His career high in ribbies is 78. He's sitting at 20 and 71, still with around a 280 batting average. Cheeky fucking bastard, Yandy Diaz. He just continues to low-key get better with age, it feels like. He's just a guy. He's
That's
just a guy. No one's talking about him.
Did you get those stats yesterday?
I'm looking at his baseball reference right now. What's he at right now?
Because I got 281, 21 homers, 73 RBIs. So so he might have had a day last night. It might not just be updated yet.
Yeah, so that's his baseball rep. Maybe if I refresh, let's see what it says on ESPN. 281 with 21 homers, 73. He had a 2-run bomb yesterday.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, you might be right. Like we always talk. Dude, the Rays are actually calling up their number 1 prospect too. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Do you know who it is?
It's the shortstop, Carson Williams.
Let's hope it doesn't.
So he's
never mind.
Yeah, yeah. We all know where we were going with that one,
yeah.
but we just don't have to say it out loud. But we always talk about the Rays miraculously out of nowhere just having guys. Like Junior Caminera's having his breakout season this year. Yandy's having a great season. If they bring this kid up and he turns out to be something, it's just like the Rays. They don't spend any money. They just keep pumping out goddamn players after player after player.
They kind of actually are the kings of cheeky bastards, it feels like, in Tampa Bay. Now they're 6 games under 500, 4-game losing streak, actually. Not their year, and they have a small window to begin with. But Yandy Diaz, cheeky bastard, very quietly going to set some career highs this year, it seems like. He's 1 homer away from tying a career high. He's got a whole month of September, and then he's like 5 or 6 ribbies away from like tying a career high in that department, still with a 280 batting average or whatever. And Caminero, that you brought him up, this is his first full season in the show. He's going to have like 100 ribbies and 40 home runs or some shit like that. So, some things looking good for them. Rasmussen is one of the best pitchers in baseball over the last few years. He never gets talked about. So cool stuff there. They stink as a whole, but maybe, you never know with them. They're a bunch of cheeky bastards. And Yandy Diaz, kind of the captain of the cheeky bastard squad. Craig Kimbrell. Did you have a thing on Tampa Bay?
I had a non-cheeky bastard.
How's that?
A non-cheeky bastard. And it's only for half of his game right now. Shohei Ohtani. Non-cheeky bastard when he's on the bump.
Oh, yeah.
Giving up a lot of runs to the Rockies.
He did. And now everyone's talking about should he be – well, on MLB Network, they can't stop talking about the Dodgers. Should Mookie Betts be playing short? Should Ohtani be pitching at all? Yeah. It's like, and then there was the one segment they did. It's like, for the betterment of the Dodgers. I'm thinking, for the betterment of the Dodgers, what's bad about the Dodgers? Now we will talk about our cheeky our spoiler alerts in a second. And the Rockies over the Dodgers, they split that series. So Rockies, a little bit of spoilers there. But other than that, I mean, the Dodgers still a first place team. They have the Padres this week.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about them. They know how to navigate through October. They'll They'll be in the play. Like, I'm not really too worried.
I'm not worried about the Dodgers at all. I just thought it was funny because
I agree.
everybody's
they can't keep that shit out of their mouths on MLB Network. They keep
no, nobody can. Because like I mean, even they tweeted yesterday, the Rockies put up like 8 runs or whatever against the Dodgers and stuff like that, and they didn't talk about like Shohei not, anytime Shohei does bad because he's the golden boy, they don't talk about it.
Yeah, and
so
is he actually getting sued? Because no one's talking about that either.
Yeah, I know. I don't even think we brought it up yet.
We didn't, I don't even know if it's true. I don't know if it's fake or not because no one's talking about it enough for me to even know if it's.
I don't think the last I saw of it, and I think this is why it's not getting talked about, is it's not. Shohei is not involved with the company. He was involved in one time with the company, but he's not involved anymore.
Okay.
And hasn't been for a little bit.
Man, he is missing some of these things by a smidge, right?
I know. I think once, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I can't get fooled again, Shohei.
Yeah.
In the great words of J. Cole, I don't even know who's actually saying that in J. Cole's song, but
wasn't that a Bush quote?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. But also, if a third time, 3 times, 3 points on a graph is a pattern, Spin.
Yeah.
3 points on a graph is a pattern.
And 3 strikes in baseball, and Ohtani would not be out because he's the golden boy. So they'll find a different fall guy every single fucking time. Anyway,
I think Kimbrel. Go ahead.
Let's go to Kimbrel. Ohtani's a whole cluster fucking a half. Hey, guess what? He's still the favorite to win the MVP.
He still will.
We all want to see Schwarber do it. We all want to see Schwarber do it. Well, let's hope Schwarber has a good fucking weekend. If he hits a homer today, that's 16 straight series. Side note for Schwarber,
which is fucking crazy.
Or just in this series at all. We'll regroup on Monday and see how these guys look. Because I would assume Schwarber and Ohtani are the top 2 favorites, right?
Yeah, they are. PCA kind of went really cold for a while. He fell out like a ton.
Yeah.
And then I don't really know if there's a third anymore. You know what I mean? Like
Hunter Goodman.
Yeah, Hunter.
Or Kyle Stowers. Fuck it. I like to include some of those. Include those.
I mean, you can talk about Petey too, with how much the Mets have sucked. He hasn't.
True.
He hasn't.
Soto's gonna get votes.
Soto will get votes, but he started off too slow to kind of be the front runner or anything like that. It's on both sides. It's a 2-man race, and I even think like Judge kind of has it a little more over Cal because Cal has like a. I mean, I'm gonna say disappointing second half. It's not a disappointing second half, but it wasn't
where he set the bar.
Exactly, It wasn't that MVP caliber level first half, and Judge is just kind of. Coasting. Like it's nuts.
He's coasting, yeah, and if anything, post injury, but I think we can all expect Judge. The thing is, there's more comfortability in Judge picking it up because we've seen him do that and play a full really good season. Cal was kind of like the new kid on the MVP race, you know? What I mean?
Cal's gonna probably win the Cal's gonna have the most home runs, but Judge is gonna win a batting title.
Yeah, knock on wood. I hope he keeps it up. Hey. The Amish milkman's fucking. He's creeping on up,
dude. He's
a little Georgian Wheezy right now, baby. He's moving on up. I'm with the old references today, baby.
He is absolutely incredible. I'm excited to watch him for years to come.
And he's the pride of Lancaster right there.
Yeah, right there.
Some call it Lancaster, except if you're from Lancaster, then you don't. Okay, Craig Kimbrel. Astros pick him off a waiver. Now, there's been some waiver pickups lately. We talked about. I'm going to mesh some of these because the Red Sox went out and picked up Nathaniel Lau off of waivers. And I thought that we talked about that a little bit. We didn't have much to say because, who cares? But since he joined the squad, he's a World Series champ with the Rangers. Pretty decent hitter over the last few seasons. And they needed a first baseman. I thought it was a very good move for them. He had a ribby double yesterday, I think, go-ahead hit. I don't know. But he's been coming up big at times, Nathaniel has. And he's been around the block. Craig Kimbrel to the Astros. I think that's another notable team that's making a bit of a splash. They need bullpen help. Kimbrel's been around the block. Again, I don't know what he's going to give you now. He's not their closer, but maybe a 7th-inning guy at this stage of his career. That's cool. John Hingston Garcia, a.k.a. the Password. I don't know if I said his name right.
I don't know. That's. I have no idea how I would even start with that. So
dude, I call him Cal Riley, and people are like, "It's Raleigh, it's Raleigh," and I'm like, "How am I supposed to pronounce this guy's name if I can't even pronounce that?" Well, anyway, he gets called up by Boston, so not really. I don't know if he was like a waiver pickup. I think he was just from AAA. They call him up. Either way, the point is Boston continues to make moves, and then waiver pickups continue to happen. Most recent being Kimbrel to Houston.
Kimbrel, people forget he got called up from the Braves. like for a game earlier this year. They got sent right down.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, he got. I thought the Braves might have had him on a AAA.
No, they brought him up,
and then they brought him up from AAA. Then I think they DFA'd him, and the Rangers got him.
Yeah, something like that. But it is. He always finds his way on a goddamn roster this time of the year.
Here, I'm gonna put this name up here. This is the guy who got called up. They call him the password, and you can see why, because his name is Jostinkson.
Great nickname.
Yeah, the password. I remember there was a guy. What was his name? Mike Ripshemsky, but his Ripshemsky was like, and they called him eye chart because it looked like his last name looked like you're staring at an eye chart. But yeah, the password, cool nickname, Rajiskinskin Garcia. And then, again, Boston continues to make moves. They won yesterday in the Bronx. Disgusting. I guess we'll get there when we get there. Kimbrel adds depth. Red Sox continue to make moves. So these are teams that are, I'm not mad at it here, but a little bit of the vibe check what's going around the league. We talked a little bit about our spoilers here. Pittsburgh playing spoilers. They took 2 out of 3 against the Blue Jays. That's awesome. Colorado playing a little bit of spoiler. They split the series against the Dodgers.
I'd call that a spoiler.
I'd call that a spoiler too. And Nationals playing spoiler, take 2 out of 3 from the Mets, baby. And how are the Phillies? Are they sitting comfortably there at 7 games?
7 games up. It's a good one, but I've seen crazier shit happen. They play a lot in the back end of this year.
They have 7 games together still.
Yeah, exactly. So they have 7 games together. We've seen crazier shit happen. We've seen crazier shit happen this year. Like the Red Sox went on a 13-game win streak. The Brewers went on a what? How long?
14 was their
record? 14. And for I don't know. I'm not comfortable. If that's what you're wondering, I'm not.
Well, and here's the thing. I haven't heard any other teams really talking about this. Maybe because the Phillies continue to take a commanding lead. They're continue to play good ball on 4-game win streak. Mets really not. So it kind of people start to talk about the magic number, and I've heard it a few times. I've seen it on Twitter. I forget the ins and outs of it. But those things start to come up. So until you actually get to the magic number, you really can't be too comfortable. You have to punch your ticket. Then you can exhale, and then guess what? Playoffs start, and everyone will be terrified again until we see what they look like in October. But until you punch your ticket to October, you really can't exhale. You have to go pedal to the metal and actually seal the deal first, because it's still a good race. You can't take anyone lightly.
No, and we've talked about this before. The MLB, they don't do a whole lot of good, but they do a great job at the back half of the year. You play a lot of in-division games first, so a lot of series end up mattering big time. Like, I mean, I think the Mets, Phillies, and the Braves were supposed to be good this year. They play each other a lot in September and the late time in August. So
is it Mets and Braves this weekend? It might be.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it'll be in Atlanta.
So if the Braves were good, you know what I mean.
Well, now they're looking to play. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They can play spoiler. They have been. Speaking of spoilers.
Yeah, they're looking to play spoiler. But what I like, if they were good, those 3 teams facing off a ton in the back end, that's awesome. And I'm sure, like out west, I bet you the Giants, Dodgers, and Padres play a lot.
Yep.
The Central, I bet you the Reds, Cardinals, and the Cubs, Brewers, they probably got series against each other and stuff all over the place. Like the Boston and the Yankees are playing right now. Do they have another series later this year too?
I believe so.
So there it is.
Maybe. See, I don't know.
I mean, they do a great job in that aspect.
I would assume they play in September. Yeah,
get some meaningful baseball.
I like that, and always good. While we're on the topic of spoilers, those were some of the more notable ones from earlier this week. But Braves continue to play spoiler. I love that for them. Maybe that's the whole 2025 Braves is just they look good on paper, but they were disappointing all season, and now they can be a spoiler because they do kind of have the talent. Low key, pitching's a little bit banged up, but there's that. And then Baltimore too. It's not like they don't have guys in Baltimore. So play a little bit of spoiler. They're 6-4 in their last 10, and they have Houston again this week. And they were spoiler last weekend when they were in Houston. Now they're in Baltimore. I think that's a 4-game set. They might have lost yesterday. Houston had them yesterday, but still 3 more games at home. They could play spoiler for Houston, which is actually in turn could help out Seattle. So that's what the point of spoiler is now we can see some movement in the standings. And we're going to talk a lot about more about the Wet Hot America weekend and what notable matchups are going to come, this weekend, what we're going to see to look ahead. But let's talk about a little bit of some swing-off dandies. This is a still fun game. I saw this TikTok, Sean, and I stole the guy's idea, but we're doing it our way. And the reason it's our way is because I don't know if I spelled dandies right. That's how you know it's the Sean and Spin way. I might have a typo. Is that how you spell it? Is it I-E-S or is it Y apostrophe. I don't know how to spell
I
dandy.
don't think dandy's is an actual word, so I don't think it matters.
So that's our shit. That's us, baby, making shit up. So that's how you know this is our take on the guy's TikTok. But I totally stole his idea, and the idea is a tier list. I'll share my screen. It's a tier list of fucking who you want to roll out or what teams are the best when you roll out for like a swing off. All right, you can see that.
Yeah, we're good.
What teams are best when you roll out 3 guys for a swing off? A swing off is each team you take your 3 hitters. Who are your 3 best? That if we were supposed to have a swing off, what 3 guys are you rolling out? If you don't get it now, you will get it. Here's the Diamondbacks though. So we got to talk about who would they roll out for the swing off and then rank it.
Well, it's a little different now with Suarez being gone. So, but I think it's still pretty easy because I think it'd be Carroll,
Okay.
Ketel Marte,
Yeah.
and then Gurriel.
Oh yeah, Gurriel. I was thinking Gurriel too.
So I'd go with those 3, and I'd say right now, like the Diamondbacks aren't good, but those top 2, Carroll and Ketel, that's 2 really good guys. Gurriel's having a down year, so maybe they get a little bit of a ding, but that's like an A list, dude.
You were gonna say A. Okay.
I was gonna say A or B.
Okay. I was gonna say B or C.
Really? Well, then let's go with B. We agree on B. I think Gurriel really brings them down, but Ketel and Corbin are unreal.
That's true. Okay, I'm okay with big because I'm thinking of like big fucking power hitters. But you know what? Ketel's such a good hitter, and he's a power hitting second baseman.
And Corbin's got over 20 home runs this year too.
That's true. Okay, yeah. You know what? B's good. B's good. Who are the Braves rolling out for Cunha?
Is Acuna injured or not? Are we going with the roster right now, or what are we doing?
Fuck. Well, he's healthy right now anyway. So.
Is he really? I didn't know.
We'll cross that path. Well, Riley's hurt, so I don't know. Let's go in a perfect world.
Okay. All right. Well, then Ozuna, Olsen,
and Riley.
Acuna.
Okay.
Right? Or do you throw Riley in there for Olsen?
They have so many. I think the fact that you could throw in a lot maybe makes it an A.
It's an A. Well, that's an A. Like Olsen led the league in home runs one year, didn't he?
Yeah, and Ozuna got MVP votes. Acuna's been an MVP.
Yeah, that's an A. That's an A list right there.
I think at full health, when all their best seasons have been like 40 homer seasons, maybe even an S.
No, I'm not giving them the S.
Okay. Baltimore might suck. It's Gunnar.
Yeah, and like, what do you throw Jackson and Adley in there?
Maybe Westberg and Adley.
You could throw Westberg in there. Yeah, Jackson's not really a home run hitter.
Westberg's a dog.
I know, but that's a C.
I'm okay with C.
That's a C to me because Gunnar is that guy. The other 2 might give you something, but that's not.
Unless we're totally missing somebody. I don't want Kowser, right?
No, I mean, maybe you would have thrown O'Hearn in there, but he's not there anymore.
That's true. I don't want Mountcastle. I like Westberg a lot. Maybe Rutschman and Gunnar or someone else.
Yeah, but Rutschman also isn't really a home run hitter that much either.
I know, but they would like jerk him off and let him and send him out.
Yeah, exactly. What are we doing for the Red Sox?
Okay, Red Sox. Bregman, right?
Yeah, Bregman.
Roman.
Oh, I mean, Roman just hit a nuke against the Yanks last night, so you almost got Roman has come up, and I'll give him this one thing: in big moments, he's looked like a stud. They're saying that's like his shit. Like he'll be quiet and just work his walks and work counts, and then when it comes to a pivotal moment, he's not afraid to swing at the first pitch and just launch one. Yeah, and so he's like an assassin in that regard. Like you got it, and I would hate if I was the Yankees because he seems to really like Boston too. Like he seems to be buying in. Yeah. So like that sucks. Like he's gonna like it there. So, but you go Roman, Bregman, and Story, or Duran. Do you put Story? Do you put Duran? Do you put? So Story. I mean, Navarez just hit a walk-off last night, didn't he? No, or the other night. Maybe I didn't see that much, but I think you got to put Duran in there because he's like supposed to be the leader, like the young captain kind of thing. That's like it's like it's Bregman, Duran, and Roman. Then that's like a B list to me. Okay, you know, because I'm okay with B, and I would actually probably go Story before Duran, but maybe you put Duran. I don't fucking know. Cubbies. This one's easy. This one's easy.
Tucker, PCA, Suzuki, or Busch?
And that's an A.
Okay, I'm good with A.
That's an
but
A.
right now they're all playing like fucking D's, but in theory,
yeah,
A.
but we're talking perfect world type thing here.
Yeah, perfect world type shit.
The Sox. I have no. I don't know. I couldn't even list you. Luis Roberts, Vargas, and then who? I have no idea.
Benintendi, fucking F maybe.
Put Colson Montgomery in there and give him a D.
Okay, fucking D. It might be an F, but we'll just.
We could. Yeah, we'll give him.
We're feeling nice on a Friday. D.
Actually, no, we're not. Put him at an F.
all right.
Put him at an F.
Yeah, I don't know. Chase Meidroth. I don't even know who's on this team, dude.
That's terrible. Reds, Ellie for sure.
And Duhar's been hot.
Has he been hitting bombs though?
Kind of, but I mean,
isn't he a contact hitter?
Yeah, but who else would you put?
I guess Friedel. He's more of a contact hitter too.
Steer, Ellie, and Duhar.
Yeah, but that's almost like a C level too, because you got one guy in Ellie.
Yeah, and Ellie hasn't.
Hold on. When we're talking about these guys, we're not saying that they're bad players by putting them at lower positions. We're looking off of like clutchness and like if they're gonna hit like a bomb.
Yeah, we're looking at like who's Schwarber in the fucking actual swing off, and
exactly,
who's fucking who's the dude for the Rays who participated?
Oh,
the first baseman who's hurt.
God damn it, Aranda.
Yeah. Who's Aranda in the swing off and who's Schwarber in the swing off?
Like those three guys we listed having good years, but contact hitters, most of them. And Ellie can hit nukes. So
same with Aranda. That's why I feel like they have more Arandas than Schwarbers.
Yeah. So I give him a C because Ellie can really shock you. And since we gave Baltimore, because like Gunnar can give it to you, we'll give them.
Yeah, they're on the same plane. They're on the same tier. Cleveland is J Ram.
Yeah, unreal.
Mazzardo.
Probably.
Carlos Santana.
And then I would say Big Christmas.
Yeah, we could. I think he's in AAA, but I also Big Christmas in for the vibes. He has some good interviews down there in AAA. He's been funny.
I'd throw Big Christmas in there just for the hell of it.
So Big Christmas gives them a D. No, a C maybe. Cool, because J Ram could carry, and then
we'll give him a C. Because it's J-Ram. We got to give him. It's J-Ram.
If anything, Mazzardo and Big Christmas and/or Santana have more pop, pound for pound, like per capita, can produce more homers than what the Reds could roll out. But I'm okay with that C just because of
Rockies.
Goodman. It's Goodman and no, they have that Jordan Beck. Is that the guy's name? Something Beck.
Probably.
He's not been bad.
Do you throw like Brenton Doyle?
Oh, maybe, or Moniak.
Moniak's been hot. We might have to throw Moniak in there.
But either way, D, you think?
Yeah, D. They're better than the White Sox. I'd give them a D.
Yeah, especially if they're home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Detroit. Riley Green.
Carpenter.
It's more who's the third. Riley Green, Carpenter, and then
Torkelson.
Oh yeah,
that kind of makes it a B, maybe.
That's a B because all three
maybe
guys.
A.
I mean,
that's a good 3.
And Riley Green's been playing really well this year, so you could say he's like the number 1 you're throwing out there. But all of them got a little power to it. I think we got to put him at A. Spin.
I put him at A. I mean, still have an S, but that's an A.
Yeah.
Okay, Houston. Jordan at full health. Are we going full health?
Yeah, well, I mean, we did with Acuna, even though he's back, but still, we said perfect world kind of thing.
So, Jordan, Paredes, both are hurt, though, but...
And then Altuve?
Altuve or Christian Walker, whoever thinks is more raw pop.
It's an A.
Either way, yeah, probably an A, either way.
That's an A.
Get up there. That's what A looks like. Yeah, they got the bomb.
Kansas City.
Pasquantino? You think it's just Bobby, Pasquantino, and Salvi, you think?
Like, so we're doing perfect world this year, not perfect world career. Is it still Salvi?
Perhaps. He's kind of been hitting bombs, or Caglianone's hurt, but there's him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pop to him, but I'm more so thinking where to put this. Like, do you put him at the B because the top 2 have some good pop to them?
Yeah, I would probably think B. Because they're ahead of the other of the C guys for sure.
Here we go with Angels. Zach Neto, Taylor Ward.
Yeah, Ward. Is Soler still there? He's got raw pop.
Yeah, but has he done it this year at
I
all?
don't know, but I think in a swing off
Trout,
he could.
Trout,
Trout, and there's also
Trout,
Ohapi. Ohapi's got raw pop.
Trout.
Trout, yeah, we'll put Trout, maybe Neto and Ward for sure. Not
God
not
damn, is that a
Rendon.
B or is that a? I think that's a C.
I'm okay with C. Trout's
I
old.
think that's a
If
C.
Trout even makes the cut, he's old anyway. So fuck it.
And I think here we go with our first S tier almost.
Yeah. So who is it? Otani, Freeman, Betts, or Teoscar?
Yeah, and you could throw anybody in that third spot and they would produce for you. So I think that you got to give them the S for our first S tier being the Dodgers.
So they got the pop. We all know that. So Stowers carries this team.
Oh yeah, and he carries them well, not just a little bit.
And now who else?
I know.
F
And that's
then?
and I see like because there's legitimately like do you throw like Augustin Ramirez?
Oh yeah, you would. You would. Yep.
Augustin, and then oh, you could have thrown Xavier Edwards.
Yeah, but he has he doesn't hit homers though.
I know, but you probably just hope for the best.
I
I don't think Augustin Edwards even hits home runs, dude.
I think
Augustin Ramirez.
I feel like he does. They have to have someone who hits homers, and I just don't know this team enough. So it kind of makes me want to put him at either a D or an F. And I feel like they're better than the White Sox. I don't know.
Yeah, give him a D. But I mean, this is like once again, Stowers is awesome. We're fans of Stowers.
Yeah, I love Stowers, and I give him a tick above the White Sox because Stowers actually did participate in the actual swing off. So fuck it. Okay, Brewers, Yelly.
Yeah, I think you throw Yelly in there, but then Isaac Collins and Andrew Vaughn.
Oh yeah, Vaughn, but I don't know if
That's
Collins. What about Churio, Yelly, and Vaughn?
that could be, but like Isaac Collins has been on a fucking tear lately. Spin.
What about Hoskins? Yeah, but I don't know if he's like Homer.
Hoskins too. Hoskins, yeah. Hoskins is
Guy.
another one.
What do you think? A, B? I don't know if they're
A.
you think A? Okay, I was gonna say I don't know if they're as raw pop as some of these guys, but they are. It's tough to not put a team like what they're doing right now is just fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these fuckers: Buxton, Lewis, and
It's a C. I don't even know who your third would be, but it's a C.
yeah, I'm good with it. Mets. Okay, they're good.
This is an S tier. This is an S tier. Lindor, Soto, and Alonso. Like that's an S tier.
How many fucks does Marte give? 0, 0. That's fucking. That's a good song. Dude, I was singing that all like weekend. That's a catchy ass song. Okay, Yankees. Judge, Stanton, Belly.
Yeah, and I think that's almost it's an A at least, but I would almost put it at S.
Let's put it at S and let's put the Mets not ahead of them. There you go. Okay, A's actually are sneaky.
Kurtz
and Rooker, and then
and do you throw like Lawrence Butler in there?
I was thinking Soderstrom too, or Shea Langeliers.
Oh no, yeah, he's the third. He's He's got the most home runs he's got more home runs in the second half than Cal Riley for a catcher.
Shea's a dog.
Yeah, that.
I kind of want to put it at an A. I mean,
so do like Big Amish Shea. Yeah, I like that.
They could roll out 3 motherfuckers.
Yeah, I like that.
Phillies could roll out at least 2 motherfuckers. Schwarber, Harper. Do you put Casty?
I almost want to say Turner. He's lost it in the bombs department, but still
whether it's Turner or Casty, I'm thinking A. I just don't think they have the third guy to put him at an A.
They don't complete it. But
they're very strong, so I would say A.
Yeah.
Not a total S. Pirates, O'Neal Cruz, Reynolds, and I can't know who.
I don't know. That's a D. Because we'll give O'Neal Cruz credit, but that's a D.
I feel like Reynolds could pop. He's a big boy, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't even know who the third. Because Key Bryan isn't even there anymore. So I don't even know who the third would be.
Spencer Horwitz.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Padres, they're good, but are they that good?
Manny and Tatis. I think this is a Phillies thing. Like who would be the third? You could throw O'Hearn, Bogarts, yeah. But Tatis and Machado are definitely your 1-2.
Ramon Laureano. Maybe we're missing somebody, but I think they don't round it out enough to be.
Gavin Sheets, maybe.
Sheets. I think sheets my pants. Giants. Devers. Adames.
And Chapman is at that left side.
That's solid. It's either A or B, I would say.
I'd go B. I'd probably give him B.
Maybe Heliot Ramos. Okay. This is nuts, but can they round it out?
Eugenio, Cal, and Julio.
Oh, Julio, that's probably an A, right?
Yeah, I would say S.
Oh, I mean S, yes, yeah.
Yeah, I would say S.
Okay, Seattle, you cheeky fucks.
St.
Now,
Louis. Ugh.
I think you would roll Arenado because Nolan's a legend.
Jordan Walker.
Wilson Contreras?
Yeah, they don't have power hitters, dude. That's a D.
Alec Burleson. You think D? I'm good with
That's
D.
a D. They got contact hitters. They don't have power hitters.
Yeah, Ivan Herrera.
Yeah.
Okay, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, do you do Aranda, Caminero, and Diaz?
Wait, no. Caminero, Brandon Lau.
Okay.
Or Brendan Lowe, probably.
And Diaz.
And Diaz, right?
That's a B.
That's it? Yeah, that's all that's they got. B. You think so? Yeah, I'm good with that. Caminero carries.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. Lowe's got fucking power for a second baseman. Okay. Texas. Okay, they're sharp, but they ain't showing it.
Yeah, they're not showing it this year. But it's Seager. It would be I mean, we're doing Perfect World this year, and it's been anything less for Jock Peterson. So I don't even know if we could throw him in there.
Even Jake Berger, I probably wouldn't.
Adolis
and Semien or one of those.
Or Langford, maybe.
Oh, I'm not mad at that one.
I think that's a C.
I'll go with C. Yeah, because there's no way they could compete with the same tier as fucking Minnesota.
Yeah.
Okay. Toronto's cheeky bastards, too.
Vladdy. Probably Springer. George Springer.
Santander's on the team, but I don't know if you want him.
I don't know about this year. Bichette, I mean, Bichette's a contact hitter.
Barger.
This would, I think we put him. Do we put him A tier because they have a top two who can carry, and then we just don't know who the third would be?
Wait, who's the two? Vlad and
Springer.
Springer.
Probably, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if Springer at 2 is as good as some of the other. Like Springer's not Harper at 2. I'd put him at B.
B. Oh, I'm cool with B.
And then finally, Washington. It's James Wood.
C.J. Abrams.
And do they have another bopper? They don't have boppers, do they?
No, I'd give him a C. Because I think they're kind of like right along those others.
I don't even know if I would like Abrams for this contest. I might even put him at D.
James Woods is too good to put at D.
Yeah, but it's just like that's it after Wood.
I guess we gave Stowers and we put him at a D too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they're like Miami. They're actually Miami's better. They're worse than Miami.
Yeah, so we'll put him at a D.
So yeah, there's more S tiers than F tiers. Fuck you, White Sox.
Well, this is just a credit to how much power there actually is in the MLB right now.
Yeah, so each team, out of the main power hitting teams, like the teams that can roll out 3 monster dudes, how many of those teams are not playoff teams? Like the A's are not in the hunt. The Braves. So there's 2 from
San Francisco.
San Fran. So from A to S, there's 3.
Yeah. B, there's
13. So there's 3 out of the 13 are not going to be playoff teams.
And then even you get to B tier, there's 3. There's 3 right in the B tier alone.
3 contending.
Or if Kansas City makes his way,
they
make their way.
Yeah, they're contending. Kansas City. And we're all rooting for Kansas City, actually.
We are. Well, that's a good list.
Swing off dandies, yeah. I like it. I'll fucking screenshot that and tweet it. Thanks
that was a good idea.
Guy. Yeah,
that was a good idea.
That was some Twitter guys, some TikTok guy's idea. I did not watch the video, by the way. I wanted to do it blind, so I was like, good idea. Keep scrolling. So we should go. I've been trying to find that video and try to compare it, see what he did.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, let's wrap the show up with a little Wet Hot America Weekend. A little look ahead here. What matchups are appealing and how the standing is going to fluctuate? What could we see moving forward? We do know that Boston and New York play each other. Red Sox, I think it was a 6-3 final yesterday. I was watching the game, and it was just ugly. For the Yankees, they continue playing an ugly game. I think there was a stat they showed yesterday was 20 consecutive runs came from the home run for the Yankees. That streak got broken from like a Paul Goldschmidt Ribby single in that same game. But at a certain point, they had a 20 consecutive runs scored from home runs, which tied I think it ties the record that I think the Yankees set in 2020 in 2020. So they tied their own record basically, which is not a good way to survive. Is only the long ball. When it's going good, it's going great and it's fun, but it's not a good way to survive. You have to be able to score runs in other ways, and they don't really do that. The bullpen continues to be shaky, and the defense continues to look like shit. That's Yankees baseball. And before that game started, Sean, I literally said to myself, I sat down, I'm getting all comfortable watching late night baseball rivalry shit on a Thursday, and I say to myself, if this is an ugly game, I'll probably do something that I can't say on live. I'll probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If this is an ugly game, I'll probably, and you know what? I'm still here, so there's that. But like, come on, there's always that what if you're the Yankees, right? Before you watch a Yankees game, you never know with them. It could be a good game. It's probably going to be ugly. Yesterday was ugly. It's a 4-game set. They have to bounce back tonight. It's Bello and Fried tonight, by the way.
Yeah, and they are right now. They're neck and neck in the standings. They're both playoff contenders right now, but the Yankees have the upper edge on them by a half a game, right? Currently, so. One of these teams, it's either they split the series and they stay more or less the same, or one of these teams takes the edge. So we're going to find out. This is good for baseball, though. We talked about this before. When the Yankees and Red Sox are both good and they both still hate each other, they don't like each other still. So that's good. Buy into the rivalry. Good baseball being played. But like you said, Boston kind of plays a more complete game right now than the Yankees do. Yankees just got to touch up on some stuff before the playoffs roll around. And this is a good time to do it. Sunday night baseball on Sunday too. Yankees Red Sox.
Yeah, and it's Dustin May versus Rodon on Sunday. Happy you brought that up. Well, it was actually before that. We'll see Crochet on Saturday, but May and Rodon Sunday for the Sunday night baseball. I feel like Dustin May. Maybe this is a ChatGPT thing for ChatGPT. I feel like Dustin May has gotten the most.
Sunday night baseball starts
every fucking time.
Yeah,
because we've been doing Wet Hot America Weekend for pretty much the start of the year. And when he was with the Dodgers, I feel like his spot in the rotation always came on a Sunday, and they were always getting primetime games. Here's another primetime with Dustin May, and it also brings me to another thing where I remember weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, I got pissed off at the Yankees because they play sloppy baseball and they get primetime games. So yesterday's game was on Fox. We'll see ESPN shit. I think MLB. I don't know, but it's gonna be primetime shit, and kids have to watch the Yankees make 4 errors in a game and walk 5 guys, and I think Gil had like 5 walks in 5 innings. He got out of jams. I'll give him the credit, but they play ugly baseball. They didn't deserve to win yesterday. Bullpen sucks at times. They blow leads. They can't play a complete game, like you said. Red Sox have been playing that more. Although Yankees are better in the last 10. They both have 69 wins, so nice. That's the Yankees Red Sox. Let's not go too much into it because I'll have a headache by the end of this. Let's go to your buddies out in Philly. They're hosting Washington. We'll see Taijuan, whose last 3 starts have been quality starts. He's been great. I think the big talking point here, Sean, is Aaron Nola tomorrow. Dare I say a revenge game? You'd almost
needs to be. I need to see something.
And you almost don't want to say that because it is just Washington. You shouldn't say just, but it is Washington. But he looked like shit against them last outing. And his first outing of the season was against Washington so both starts were against Washington in Washington. He has yet to beat them. I think I was looking at this. It's like 7 2/3 innings in 2 starts this year against Washington, and maybe like 11 runs given up.
Yeah, they've had his number this year, so I need to see a little something.
It's been his first start and his last start. Let's go.
I know. I need to see something out of him. I want to give a shout out to the Phillies for the starting pitching though in that Mariners series.
Oh my God!
Wow, were they unbelievable. Between Suarez, Sanchez, and even Jesus Luzardo sauced it up at the end there to cap off that sweep. Wow, they were freaking good. They were dynamics. Sanchez, after hearing the news about Wheeler, comes out, ties his career high in strikeouts. I mean, it was incredible to watch them pitch that entire time. The bats are hitting and stuff like that. They're saying when a veteran goes down like that, it's almost like they get a jolt a jolt goes to this team's system, and it's like, hey, we need to prove that we can do it without him. We need to almost do it for him as well too. He deserves this ring kind of thing, and he can't help us anymore. We can't rely on Zach, and they know that now. So they need to pick it up. So the hitting's been unbelievable. Stott's been hot. Marsh has been hot. Philly's always going to have something to complain about. So right now, Casty's the person of everybody's right now getting the most hate. Rob Thompson's getting a
well, while we're on the topic of hating guys in Philly, we always have to bring up Romano.
Yeah. The terrorist Romano.
Yeah.
Jordan Romano. Fuck him. I never want to see him. If I see him pitch in October, I will turn the game off. And that's saying something because you know how much I like postseason baseball. I'll turn the freaking game off. But Cassie's getting a lot of hate right now. He's been kind of cold. Bader's not playing every day because Marsh looks unbelievable now. You know what I mean? So there's always something to complain about in Philly. Always something to complain about in Philly. But Bohm's looked great since coming back. Turner has been unbelievable this year. And both, I remember how in the beginning of the year we were talking about his errors in the field, cleaned it up completely. Of course, he's going to have an error every now and again now, but like he's cleaned it up. He's looked flawless out there. And then he's been hitting the shit out of the baseball. And Bryce freaking Harper. I haven't even talked about Schwarber yet, but Bryce Harper been shooting out of a rocket. We talked about it on the last program. 2 home runs above 440 feet. That's insane. And then you get Kyle Schwarber, who should be getting MVP votes this year. This team looks great right now.
Go around the diamond, baby. Go around the diamond. JT's been looking good.
Oh, yeah, JT too. Oh, my God. How do I not talk about JT's looked unbelievable? The resurgence of him deepens that lineup an insane amount. Like, it's crazy. And I do like that Stott's been getting hot lately, too. And Stott, not only has he been getting hot and getting on base, he's been doing it with runners in scoring position, too, which is huge. Huge, because that was the biggest flaw of the Phillies for a while. But it can only get better if Nola goes out and has a quality start. All I'm looking for is a quality start.
Yeah,
I'm not looking for anything perfect, just a quality start, Nola.
5 innings, 2 runs would be fine, honestly.
Yeah, for real.
Here's the thing. Then we'll see Ranger on Sunday, but it's kind of funny to think that maybe Nola on Saturday is going to have to take a page out of Taijuan Walker's book and try to shove really quick. That's kind of crazy to think.
Hey, Taijuan's turned it around this year. Maybe Nola can.
Yeah, hey, honestly. Eddie, should we jump around? I mean, because how about the Mets and Braves while we're talking about the NL East for a second? Braves, let's hope they play spoiler. Nolan McLean tonight, it's his second start of the year. He looked really good against Seattle in his debut. And you know what? I just thought of this. I thought of an awesome nickname for Nolan McLean, and I hate to give him a cool nickname because he's a Met. But it's such a good nickname. Lightning McLean.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cool. That's such a cool nickname, dude.
Now I'm gonna think about it.
I know, and it's he plays on the fucking Mets, and he's like got red hair too. So it's like,
and also he had a really good start in his first freaking outing too. Yes. I remember
it was his debut, and now he's going. Also, I think he's the guy we talked about a little bit because he did have a really good outing, and he's the guy who's fantasy. He qualifies for a pitcher and a DH, and we joked about it and being like, oh, he's like the white Shohei Ohtani. I put it at the bottom, like it's scrolling past right now. Cowboy Ohtani. That's what they call him. And then I put Lightning McLean.
Hell yeah.
They call him Cowboy Ohtani. I don't think he actually hits, but he maybe more of like a.
I mean, maybe that Mets lineup could use him.
I think he's more of a poor man's Lorenzen. But I'm just like, fuck, dude. Lightning McLean is so sick. I hate to give Mets do cool things with the Mets.
But here's what we can say about the Mets. This was another part of that John Boy thing. They have I think it's the least amount of quality starts as a team in the entire MLB. And it's really starting to show in this back half here. It's really starting to show.
If you are a Mets fan, you're going to see David Peterson on Sunday versus Bryce Respect Your Elder. And Peterson's been kind of that guy. I think he's probably the only guy that another stat, by the way, I think the Mets have only had one starter pitch into the 8th inning, period. And I think it's David Peterson did it like twice. So he's the only guy that could really eat up innings here, it seems like. He was an all-star. So
and the Mets fans, they're really starting to turn on their manager over there. They're really starting to turn on him.
That's former Yankee bench coach Carlos Mendoza.
Yeah. Our good friend and friend of the program, Joey, said that.
Oh, our resident Mets fan?
Yeah, resident Mets fan has been saying that he's a fucking idiot. He can't keep the same lineup in even when players are hot. He doesn't know how to manage a bullpen to save his life.
Nice.
And well, guess what? This is the guy you guys were praising so much last year. So you guys always make fun of Phillies fans for giving shit to Rob Thompson. How about you take a look in the mirror, Joseph?
Yep.
How about you take a look at the mirrors, Mets fan?
Phillies and Mets both have former Yankee coaches as their current managers. And I think both managers.
So does half the MLB.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yankees, hey, you know what? Hey, yeah, and Mattingly's like a coach on the Blue Jays. Yeah. So, hey, you know what? Yankees are just producing shit. But, hey, you know, that's the thing about being a Yankee a coach or on the Yankees, like, especially Boone's staff. Like, I don't know if Thompson was on Boone's staff. I think he came over with Girardi, right? But
yeah, he did. He came over with Girardi.
Either way, Mendoza was, and not a lot of creativity, I feel like, in the Bronx.
Probably not.
Sometimes, yeah, that's the one thing.
You're going to learn a lot about baseball, which is a good thing. But, yeah, it's not a whole lot of creativity.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about the Mets, we got to bring up the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
Traveling to Arizona. Cincinnati's currently sitting half a game back on the Mets. And we said in the beginning of the program, Cincinnati has had so many opportunities with the Mets sucking so bad. And since they caught up, they just cannot get over the hump to knock the Mets out. And God, I want it so bad. I want to say the Mets are out of the playoffs so freaking badly that I need them to do it. I need the Braves to play spoiler, and I need the Diamondbacks to lay down and die in the desert.
Yes. Okay. Half game back is Cincinnati. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Love to see the Braves continue to play spoiler. Did we say Braves are like 8-2 in their last 10, and they've been pretty decent all in all? Like I feel like the month of August actually has been pretty good for the Braves. But here's the weird thing about the Braves too. While we're on the topic, we'll see Holmes and Quantrill on Saturday. That was that matchup. So maybe Holmes can give you something. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like maybe with these Mets pitchers, but you never know. Maybe McLean can set the tone tonight. But Quantrill was cleared by Atlanta off of waivers on Thursday. Not that that's like huge fucking news. He's a lefty. He's Canadian. We always talk about Cal. But the only reason I bring that up is because we talked about guys getting claimed off of waivers. He's one of them. It's just a really weird move. I feel like Braves pitching is weird. They got Fetty at the deadline. Like I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing.
It's a bunch of like who gives a shit. So, But hey, all we can ask for is good outings from these guys while they play the Mets. And like you said, with Cincy, we'll see Abbott on Saturday in the desert. So hopefully they can get it. Hopefully they can get it going. Maybe they can take advantage of Zach Gallen, who hasn't been good. That's Sunday's matchup. So
I would love to see a Cincy win the series and be in the playoffs. I would love it. I would love nothing more than it.
Me too. So this could be an opportunity. This could be an opportunity to flip-flop with them if the Braves can continue to play spoiler and Cincy can make a push. On the AL side, a little spoiler, Baltimore has been, but Houston's trying to get back at them in a 4-game set because Baltimore had the better of them last weekend. Houston won 7-2 yesterday. And how about Lance McCullers going tonight? First start since July 19th. He's like been on and off the IL basically for the past however many years now. We'll also see Christian Javier Saturday. He's making his third start of the season. And then I think the talking point for Sunday's game, Spencer Arrighetti making his 6th start of the season. He's coming off of 4 straight losses, so he's like 1-4 on the season. So five starts. His last 4 have been losses. He's trying to bounce back. It's going to be a hard contest against Trevor Rogers on Sunday. Trevor Rogers, who we have not talked about, has been an absolute stud. For Baltimore. It's the only thing worth talking about in Baltimore. But we'll see if Houston can get back on track and kind of take advantage of the series in Baltimore because Baltimore had the better of them in Houston last weekend. See if they can get back at it. And there's some notables here kind of coming off the IL and maybe trying to have Houston staff be at full health late in the season could be beneficial.
Was Trevor Rogers a pickup or was he a call-up?
I have no idea. I think he came up in like June or maybe came off the IL or he came out. I don't know his story really, but I just know since maybe June or whatever the fuck it's been, he's been fantastic. We have not really gave him credit at all.
I guess the only thing we could really say is Baltimore wishes they brought him up a little sooner. But the McCullers thing is fascinating to me because I don't think anybody in the MLB knows what's going to happen when Lance McCullers takes the mound because he could look like the best pitcher in the whole entire league and then look like the worst pitcher in the entire it's there's no in between. He's either giving up 8 runs or shutting you out for 5 innings.
And you kind of want him to be maybe one of your 3 guys if you're going to roll out a postseason staff. If it's Valdez and Brown or Brown Valdez.
They're trying to figure out if it's Javier or McCullers right now. I guess Houston loves McCullers.
You would and McCullers has been part of some of these pennant runs. Does he have 2 rings? I think he does. So it's like for the experience, for the fact he's been around, for the fact he knows this organization, you kind of want him to be your 3rd guy maybe. Javier. Was Javier the guy who threw the no-no against the Phils?
No, that was Framber, I think.
No, I think it was.
Was it Javier?
It was another guy. I don't know who it was.
But I don't know. I try to block that. Out of my mind. Spin. You're just bringing it back now.
Yeah.
That's like a trauma block thing that I did where I just completely forgot it ever happened.
Yeah. Well, but a lot of these guys are making kind of like some of their. What did we say? Arrighetti 6th start of the season. Javier 3rd start. McCullers 1st start since July 19th. So I guess it's going to be who can make a case to get the starting role, or maybe it's McCullers.
Yeah.
They have to do a bullpen, late game. I don't know. They just got Kimbrel, so that deepens some stuff, bullpen roles. But whatever, they're looking for that. But they can roll out some guys, and they're looking to make a case and take advantage of Baltimore while Baltimore's trying to play spoiler there. Here's the fun one, Kansas City at Detroit. Now, this is more fun for both teams because Kansas City tries to stay hot and make a push. What's their deal, Sean? 2 games back behind a wild card spot.
Who are they playing?
They're in Detroit, Kansas City.
Ooh, so they got a tough one because Detroit's been they fell off for a little bit, but guess what? They're kind of back now, 8-2. I think they just swept whoever they were playing.
I guess so, right? Yeah, 8-2 in their last 10. They've been the real deal. We'll see Burgert versus Mize. I like this matchup, low-key. Burgert's been really good for them, especially since, like, Reagan's is all banged up and shit, and they've been not having the pitching that they had in the first half. Burgert's stepped up great. And what's his name? Bubich is out for the year. Burgert's been fantastic. Mize also cool. So those are kind of like some, like, younger dudes that are doing it. And then
so if they won
Sunday, we'll see the veterans doing it, Lugo and Flaherty.
So it sucks because if the Royals could win this series, it almost doesn't matter because Seattle's playing the A's. Because Seattle's probably going to do their thing against the A's, probably win that series as well, maybe even sweep. Who knows? Seattle's just coming off getting swept. They got a little chip on their shoulder now, maybe. When we talk about Kansas City, Seattle, and Astros, everything they got in common is they're not far away from each other in the standings right now.
Yeah.
Seattle's 2 games back on the Astros, and then Kansas City's, what we say, 2 games back on the Mariners?
Yeah.
In the wild card?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot to talk about when you're talking about the standings. We'll have a lot to talk about on Monday because especially with these guys, Seattle, Brian Wu Day, Springs versus Kirby, and then Lopez versus Gilbert. You like to think Seattle takes care of business, but we'll see.
Yeah, because they're on a 5-game losing streak too. So
yeah,
now they got to say, okay, they're home, right? And with the A's coming to town, A's are our last place team, right? So it's like we just 5-game losing streak. Now we're at home. That 5-game losing streak was all on the road too, right? They got swept by Philly. They didn't look good against the Mets, and it's like, okay, they're all East Coast bullshit. Now you're home against a division rival who's also a last place team. Now you can take care of business. Wu, Kirby, Gilbert, like you said, I think we all like to believe they can take care of business. And then what was the other one here that we were talking about?
Royals, Detroit.
Kansas City trying to climb. Yes, it's more rigorous for Kansas City to try to climb up on them. By the way, should we bring up Texas while we're in the West for a second?
Yeah.
Because they're hosted Cleveland. Who cares, I think?
I'm a big on who cares.
I'm big on who cares. I think both teams fucked up their chances of doing anything. Cleveland 3 games back, so they're not totally out of it. Rangers 5.5. They really fucked themselves.
Yeah, they did, dude. And it's insane that we every single time we've done Wet Hot American Weekend and we list the 3 pitchers for Texas. We're like, wow, they could really do it. And they never fucking do it.
They roll out a decent 3. We'll have Evaldi Day today. I'm not mad at Leiter. Like, okay, he can be fine, but Merrill Kelly was a very good pickup at the deadline, and we'll see him Sunday. So when you see like Evaldi, Merrill Kelly on a 2-game set, the last weekend they rolled out like DeGrom on Friday and Evaldi for Sunday against Toronto, and it's like, okay, you roll those guys out against Toronto, you kind of want to believe it. But then the bullpen blows it on Friday. Evaldi, and they could avoid a sweep with Evaldi on the bump. But it's like you can't take 2 out of 3 with your 2 aces because you guys stink and you keep fucking their chances up. And also, I think, are we both preying on Cleveland's downfall?
Yeah, I don't like that guy who's been in our comments as of late.
Yeah, I want to have the last laugh on that guy. So fuck that guy.
But also Texas, you're like, if there's 3 parts to every team, you got bullpen, lineup, and starting pitching, right? They gave them 2 out of 3, which should give you something. Well, guess what? The only thing that's worked this year is their starting pitching. Yeah. Their lineup should be doing well. Their bullpen's not great. Their lineup should be doing well and just isn't. So,
yeah, it sucks. When you have Bruce Bochy, you have to give Bochy a good bullpen because Bochy knows how to manage a bullpen, and if you don't give him a good bullpen to manage, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So that sucks. I don't know. Did we skip over some shit? We got Dodgers and Padres. That's cool.
Yeah, so I think we kind of left that out because that's kind of its own entity. There's no really people behind. There's no really people behind them sneaking up on them.
Yeah. But hey, Padres are home this time, and I think the Dodgers swept them last weekend in Chavez Ravine. Little revenge for San Diego with Darvish, Cortez, and Pivetta. That's who they roll out.
Yeah. So Pivetta's looked really good, and he's going up against Yamamoto. This is the Dodgers. This is a true playoff series because we're seeing or we're probably not seeing San Diego's best three, but we're seeing Dodgers' best three. These are the three guys they're going to roll out every single playoff series.
I agree. Some people are making the case for should we see Ohtani in the playoffs. I'm thinking I don't. It's not really for me like shitting on Ohtani, but more so me praising the fact that they could roll out Yamamoto, Snell, Glasnow in a playoff series, and I think they'd be just fucking fine.
100. I don't know. I don't know who would say they weren't. Like your Ohtani hasn't looked great on the bump this year, so why even risk it?
If anything, what they did last year, like the fourth day was like a bullpen game. So like maybe Ohtani gives you 3 or 4 innings, and then you just tack on a bullpen for the fourth day. Roll back to Yamamoto, Glasnow, Snell for your regularly scheduled rotation. But I don't know. I don't know.
So this is going to be very much a playoff series and a very much an uphill battle for San Diego.
Yeah, I think so because Snell looked very good against them last time. That's his former team. Glasnow looked good against them last time. I forget. Oh, and Kershaw was in the mix for last series, but instead now we'll have Yamamoto on Sunday. Yamamoto and Pivetta makes for a very good Sunday game. That's not the Sunday night game though, because it'll be who was it? Dustin May and Rodon.
Yeah, it's still Yankees. Yankees Red Sox.
It's still Yankees, but Yamamoto Pivetta is the better pitching matchup. Plus, I think Dodgers San Diego is the low key the best rivalry in baseball.
And it's kind of weird because the only thing that could trump the Dodgers playing in Sunday night is Yankees Red Sox, and it's happening. Yeah. So.
And they're still going to get talked about because it'll be like, oh, former Dodger Dustin May. So they always get fucking airtime.
Yeah.
But they deserve it because they are good as fuck. I like Snell, Glasnow, Yamamoto Friday, Saturday. I like that better than Darvish, Cortez, Pivetta. Yamamoto, Pivetta, that's cool for Sunday. Cortez, I don't know last time he faced the Dodgers, but for certain he faced the Dodgers in the World Series, and that gave him nightmares. So a little bit of a revenge thing for him. But we'll see. Darvish and Cortez, I don't know. I like Snell and Glasnow a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Toronto kind of has an easier schedule with Miami. We talked about this because Bieber pitches tonight. That's the big headline of this game, of this series.
Yeah, so Toronto should just go in and take care of business and continue to kind of like take hold of that East, basically.
You like to think, right? They just continue to do it. Now, Miami could play spoiler. I'd love for them to be a little spoiler alert here. And they can roll out some decent arms that can keep you in a ball game, like Yuri Perez and Gausman on Sunday. I don't know. That's not like a headliner matchup, but it's not like Yuri Perez can't keep you in a ball game. If they're playing fuck you baseball, or no, I shouldn't say fuck you, but more like fuck it. They're just saying fuck it right now. Right?
Yeah.
And they can roll out arms. So if you're saying fuck it and you can roll out arms, and I'm not saying it's impossible for Miami. Plus, Toronto just lost 2 out of 3 from Pittsburgh. So.
Oh, also, speaking of Toronto, we were talking about Bo Bichette being the hit leader in the MLB. Well, guess what? Trey Turner had a 5-hit game the other day. Welcome to the hit king right now, Trey Turner.
He's flip-flopping.
Yeah.
But Bo Bichette AL leader, Trey Turner, National League leader.
I remember when we were giving grief about Bobby Witt earlier in the year. We're like, oh, he doesn't look like the normal Bobby Witt. Well, guess what? He's third in hits.
Yeah, he's
got 295. So
and he's like a homer away from 2020. Now he's been going a little bit lately, and what a good time to do it because the team's been playing well. He's been playing well. Mm-hmm. Mike Yastrzemski playing well.
Mike Yastrzemski. Dude, I saw that TikTok you posted. That was a great call out to Mike Yastrzemski there.
Hey, every time you hear Yastrzemski, you think it was granddaddy, but guess what? Mike's the new kid in town, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go to San Fran at Milwaukee really quick. Who cares? There's a guy by the name of Carson Weisenhurst making his 4th career start versus Jose Quintana. I don't know if anyone cares about that, but you like to think that so San Fran's actually a 4th place team right now, but you like to think Milwaukee might have a decent little matchup here. They are at home. Headliners here, Logan Webb and Freddie Peralta, awesome. And also Robbie Ray Woodruff, awesome. That's the cool stuff there. With the Cubs on their tail, they'll be in Anaheim. Weren't they just in Anaheim?
I don't know. Maybe. Holy shit, they are a 4th place team. Wow, they've sucked in the second half.
So I don't know who could play more spoiler. San Fran at Milwaukee. I think that's more unlikely. I think Milwaukee takes care of business. Where the Cubs go into the Angels.
Dude, I didn't know the Giants sucked this bad the second half.
Yeah, they're ugly. They're ugly.
That sucks. Buster Posey's probably heartbroken.
Well, I think he's saying this is stepping stones. Stepping stones. What's good with the fucking Cubs? I think they just. Oh no. Okay, no. Never mind. I'm tripping. But okay, but yeah, they have. I don't know who's more of a spoiler: the Cubs going to the Angels or the Giants going to Milwaukee.
I
mean, I don't know. I like to think Milwaukee takes care of it. I think the Cubs stay in it too. Why not?
Yeah. I think the biggest spoiler of the whole entire week is going to be the Braves. Weekend. It's going to be the Braves.
Well, here's the thing. San Fran rolling out Webb and Robbie Ray on Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but apparently it hasn't mattered.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? Apparently it hasn't mattered. And they're going up against Woodruff and Peralta, where it has mattered when they've pitched.
That's true. It doesn't. It's not like Brewers aren't rolling out their big one too. Also, Angels. I don't think they're not really like known to have a great staff. So maybe the Cubs offense can get going in Anaheim. Well, we shall see. Sticking with the Central, we talked about Cincy at Arizona. Love to see. Everyone wants to see Cincy climb, the Mets fall. And then we talked about A's in Seattle. Brian Wu Day. Everyone likes Brian. So that's like what we have there. So you're talking about, let's go a little spoiler alert for this weekend. You're talking about Atlanta being the biggest spoilers?
Yeah, and then with Baltimore being a close second, I think Baltimore can do something.
Not Miami? Come on.
No, I'm not. I don't think Miami can do it.
At this point, do we look at Texas to be spoilers? I mean, fuck.
No, I mean,
they're not necessarily spoilers, but to just ruin Cleveland. The Cleveland.
I would just love
more ahead of them in the standings
to like stomp on Cleveland just so we can stop hearing from this guy.
Yeah, I hope Arizona's not spoilers because we want the Reds to climb. So yeah, let's go. Fucking spoiler alert. Braves be spoilers, great. And then in terms of standings moving around, do the Padres have what it takes to surpass the Dodgers?
If it wasn't the three people they're playing, I would say yes, but I don't think they do.
Yeah,
with the three, they might be one game back, but it's insane.
Yeah, because they're a game back there. How about in terms of the wild card standings? Reds jump Mets.
I would love to see it. I would love to freaking see it. I would love nothing more. Spin.
What AL side? Red Sox could jump the Yankees this weekend.
Yeah, and the Mariners might be able to catch up to the Astros if the Orioles actually end up playing spoiler.
That's true. Mariners could catch up there. Do you think the Yankees and Red Sox flip-flop or some shit?
No, because I think the Yankees are probably gonna win tonight. And I think the series. I think it stays right where it was. I think they split the series. In all honesty,
well, it's a big matchup for Fried. Either way, those are some spoiler alerts. So hopefully, the Braves are the play biggest spoilers because that's what we need out of them. Everybody, pray for the Reds, and also let's pray for the Mets their downfall. Love that.
Yep, praying. Love it.
All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got Shot of Spin of the Morning. This was episode 499999. That means we're rolling. We're kicking off next week with episode 50. That's the half century mark, Sean, as they say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's Shot of Spin of the Morning. We got a Wet Hat America weekend to look forward to. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you Monday.